Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good Saturday morning. Hope you're doing all right this morning. And so I offer you this simple phrase from kids from 1 to 92. Is that it? Yeah. Anyhow, Merry Christmas, everybody. We're 12 days from Christmas. Coming to you from Atlanta. Sitting here looking out my window. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Atlanta today. By midday, it's going to just be beautiful and nice. And then tomorrow they say a real windy cold front's coming through, and it's going to be down in the teens by tomorrow night. So bundle up. It's Christmas, y'all. Old little town of Bethlehem, the post starts off. It is 12 days until Christmas. Hard to imagine that 65,000 Palestinians were killed in the war in Gaza. And yet, when one of the leaders of Hamas was interviewed on CNN yesterday, he said there was no regrets and that they would butcher and slaughter the 1,200 Jews again. He said it got the world's attention. How does one even wrap their brain around that? How could this not feel like a weird Christmas? The whole world seems weird. Political chaos here in the United States. A raging lunatic president roaming the halls of the White House, like a scene from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Almost 60 years it's been. Why is Cuba still a mess? Why is Venezuela and Colombia still a mess? Our leaders, all of them, have failed us here as citizens in the United States. Things should be much better than they are in our Western Hemisphere and all these Central and South American countries. Through all the chaos, we see more clearly now that the Supreme Court was always a political hack job, that it has never had the people's interest at heart. It has always been ruled by powerful interests. The United States is basically a rich nation run by billionaires, where the masses of poor people dance in the streets as MAGA whenever they get a few crumbs that fall from the billionaires' table. They love their billionaires. I never have understood that. These poor people up here in North and South Georgia in little trailer parks and shanties and their little Trump flags on their house ain't got a pot to pee in, none of them. And yet they love their billionaire Trump, don't they? They do. It's just a head scratcher for me. I don't get it. You know what they love about him? He's white. Most of them, after Trump, will crawl back under their rocks and wait until the next Hitler wannabe pops up on the scene. That white power thing has such strong holds on white people. It's weird, ain't it? It's just weird. Wonder how long it will be before Trump brings the N-word back. It wouldn't surprise me if he is just biding his time until the right time to spring it on the country and make it popular again. I know many of his cult followers would love that. They already are bringing back the R-word. Ava's in Asheville this weekend. It is going to be a beautiful Saturday here in Atlanta. Tomorrow, on the Lord's Day, a bitter cold front is coming through. It'll make it feel a little like Christmas, don't it? Put a little pep in your step. Get out there in about 18 degrees, hit you on your butt side, make you walk a little faster to try to keep your body heat. Can our brain even actually process what 65,000 killed? Can we process that? I wonder how many of those were children. You know? Can one even process 1,200 being butchered and raped and killed? What has the world come to, y'all? I remember when Jimmy Carter wanted the country to stand up for civil rights around the world, for human rights. That same MAGA crowd mocked and ridiculed him for that. We now love people like that prince over there of Saudi Arabia, who ordered that American journalist to be sawed up with saws, hand saws, saw his body up. Put him in a trunk and set him on the street. Trump loves that man. Has him sitting in the Oval Office, Of course he does. Speaks to his character. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, the place of Jesus' birth. Things are a lot worse now than they were 2,500 years ago when you came here. Baby Jesus, why didn't you make the world a better place? Or why didn't you at least inspire your followers, the MAGA Christian bunch, to make the world a better place? What the hell's wrong with you, Jesus? Get off the pot. Make the world better. Good Saturday morning, sweet people. Today I will rejoice and be glad for this day, for my health, for my warm house. We have to balance all this. The world needs a bunch of new leaders, really, because we now have just a bunch of thugs, from Israel to Venezuela to Cuba to Trump. And America now has the biggest thug of any of them in the world. Hell, Trump's worse than Kim Jong-un. At least he shuts up sometimes. For Christmas, how about a better world up there, God, if you're listening? That is, if there is a God, and if he does listen sometimes, for this Christmas, make the world a little better. At least give us a little hope that something's getting better. Love y'all.